Good to see you. How are you?
Good to see you too, Kwame. I'm super.
That's good.
Doing?
That's good. I'm great. I'm great as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Kwame, Sunday was a very special day.
It was, wasn't it?
Yes. May 12th. Yes, it was a blast.
It was a special day for the world and for you.
It was a
and
special
for
day
us.
for the world. Yeah, so May 12th was the birthday of Nana Sam.
Our boss.
Our boss.
Yes.
The boss lady.
Yeah. Happy
Commander in
birthday.
Chief.
Oh, happy birthday, boss lady.
Boss lady.
I hope you made her. And it was Mother's Day as well.
It was Mother's Day as well.
And it was what again?
And it was International Nurses Day.
Wow.
The birthday of Florence Nightingale. The mother or the founder of modern day nursing. You know, so she's a nurse, or she started off as a nurse anesthetist, mother, and birthday. So it was all rolled
and
in
then
one.
the celebration was Bonyo.
It
Bonyo
was-
celebration.
It was wonderful. So happy birthday to her, and we all made it special for her. And quite because of that, today, then we need to talk about nurses.
Absolutely.
I know a nurse. That's the hashtag we've been pushing today. I know a nurse.
I know a nurse. Absolutely. Yes. Do you know a nurse?
That's the question.
Or probably, are you a nurse? Because I know we have some very lovely nurses who are listening in.
Absolutely.
Very wonderful people. So today we're celebrating nurses on our Drive Chat to the Drive Doctor. Mm-hmm. So do you know a nurse? I know a nurse though.
Yeah. Do you know a nurse? So Kwame, today we're going to open the phone lines. Today I won't talk much.
Yeah.
Today we won't talk much. We won't laugh a lot. Just get to Keke. Just get to Keke. You know, and I'd like to say good afternoon to a wonderful man I met today, Mr. Okanse of Teshi, 79-year-old man.
Oh.
Kwame. There are ardent listeners, and then there are ardent listeners.
Is it?
You see, he recited last week's show.
Wow.
And last week's show was a bit technical. We talk about safety of medicines, rights to follow when administering medications, guidelines to follow. I mentioned 6 of them. Kwame, he recited them in the same order.
Mr. Kanse.
Oh, yes.
Wow. That's beautiful.
I know he's doing the listening right now. You know, so
regards going out to you, Mr. Kante. We appreciate your support all the time. Yeah.
Good.
That's nice.
So, Kwame, today we're going to talk and we're going to celebrate nurses. And I would invite everyone who's listening today to call us and let's say thank you to nurses. Kwame, if you get a real nurse to nurse you, oh yes. That's the first conclusion a lot of people arrive at.
Yeah.
They think they are you think that they are flirting with you.
I see.
I mean, these days there are male nurses too, but traditionally it's female.
Yeah.
The care is at a certain level.
Mm-hmm.
You may get some misconceptions. It ended when you paid your hospital fees. And that's where it ends. But yes, that is how we have known nurses. So May 12th each year is the birthday of a very special woman, Florence Nightingale. All right?
Mm-hmm.
She is the founder of modern day nursing.
Right.
She did so much work in that field. Her birthday, which was 12th May
on Sunday,
1890, was her birthday. 1820 rather, was the day of her birth, and that has been institutionalized as International Nurses Day. So it was last Sunday.
Yeah.
All right. And the theme was the economic power of care.
The economic power of care.
Of care, yes. So despite being the backbone of the healthcare, of healthcare provision, nurses often face financial constraints, and their role is frequently undervalued. Kwame, I always say that the character of every healthcare institution, hospital rather, is determined by the nurses. They play such a key role. And those who knew what the matron, the traditional role of the matron of the hospital, well, I mean, they control the hospital. They oil all the moving parts. They make sure everything works and works well. But more often than not, they are undervalued. They do a lot of the behind the scenes thing. You know, we the doctors will create the plans, will admit patients to the ward. But how the patients get well and get off that bed, a lot of it is due to the nursing care. So unfortunately, sometimes their role is frequently undervalued. Not deliberately, but just because we don't quite understand the nature of their work. And today I'm going to try and explain a lot of what they do and shed a lot more light on the role of the nurse. So this year's International Day aims to reshape perceptions of nursing, demonstrating how strategic investment in nursing can bring considerable economic and societal benefits. So that is why they chose the theme that was chosen for this year. Kwame, now I want you to do me the honors. We're going to look at something very important, again, attributable to Florence Nightingale, which is the Nurses' Pledge.
The Nurses' Pledge.
The Nurses' Pledge.
Right.
So every graduating batch of nurses make a commitment to uphold certain principles and values of their profession. And that is what has been captured as the Nurses' Pledge.
All right.
All right. And by the time we finish reading it to the public, this is who a nurse is. Not whoever you have encountered. I want people to know that this is the I know a nurse.
Yeah.
Because this is the vow they make.
Okay.
So there are two versions. There's an international version.
And there's a Ghanaian version.
And then there's the Ghanaian version. So
Okay.
Kwame, let's start with the international version.
All right. So the Nurses' Pledge, and this was actually designed, I think the revised version was in 1935.
1935, absolutely.
I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug.
Wow.
I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty will I aid the physician in his work, and as a missioner of health, I will dedicate myself to devoted service for human welfare.
Amen.
Amen. A round of
this is
applause
deep,
for
oh.
the nurse. Yeah.
Kwame, this is deep.
Very loaded, actually.
Very, very loaded. All right. You know, so this is something they call it the Nightingale, pledge. The first revision was in 1935, and that's what is still present. Then there is the Ghanaian version, same principles, but Ghanaian version. Let's take that.
I acknowledge that the special training I have received has prepared me as a responsible member of the community. I promise to care for the sick with all the skill I possess, no matter what their race, creed, color, political or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, alleviate pain, and promote health. I promise to respect at all times the dignity of the patient in my charge. I promise to hold in confidence all personal information entrusted to me. I promise to keep my knowledge and skill at the professional level and to give the highest standard of nursing care to my patients. I promise to carry out intelligently and loyally medical instructions given to me. I promise that my personal life shall at all times bring credit to my profession.
Oh la la.
I promise to share in the responsibility of other professions and citizens for promoting health locally, nationally and internationally. So help me God.
Wow.
That's loaded, huh?
Yes. Kwame, take note of that line. I promise that my personal life shall at all times bring credit to my profession. You see, it goes beyond what you know. Oh, I got an A, I got a B in surgical nursing, in this, in that. No. The demands that we place on the shoulders of a nurse, your personal life, how you order it, should bring credit to your profession.
Right.
And that is the commitment. You promise to hold in confidence all personal information entrusted to me. So, Kwame, it is not only the people of the uniformed services or the security agencies who are confidential people. Healthcare professionals are supposed to be one of the most confidential people. You don't trade people's
personal information.
Yes. Because, Kwame, when people are sick, they are very vulnerable. Look, my job, if I tell somebody, strip, then they strip and they say thank you to me. You see, so you get to see very intimate parts of individuals. People tell you stories they won't tell any other person. All right? So all of this comes to us in this era of social media. People putting out information left, right, center. So it is a tall order. But this is the nurse.
Right.
This is the training we give. And this is what we see before they are certified and allowed to come out to work. And these are the standards set way back in 1860 when the first nursing training school was set up. And the first batch of graduates came out 1865. Since then, this is the standard of nursing. That's why I say that if you get a nurse to nurse you along the lines of this pledge,
you'll be married to them.
We're not talking about marriage now.
But that is your story. For those who don't know, that is Dr. Osafo's story. This man broke his leg. Then nurse came to nurse. We are celebrating her. So the reason why he's passionate about celebrating nurses, because he has been nursed.
Producer, come and tell us for me.
He has been nursed. He has been nursed by a nurse, and he said, "Hey, is this how nurses nurse?"
I didn't know, baby.
Then, madam, nurse me forever. And his wife is a nurse, and she's nursing. You have still not healed.
Every day I try to hear that.
But yeah, absolutely. Right. That's really what we're celebrating today. And these are amazing codes to live by.
Yeah, very, very high standards.
Even beyond nursing.
Yes.
For anybody who's in any profession at all.
Exactly.
Uphold very high quality standards.
Very high standards.
Confidentiality. Yeah. And giving of yourself.
Yes.
You know.
And sharing in the responsibility of other professions. You see, that collaborative thing. We work collaboratively with others.
Absolutely.
So that for the betterment of humanity and the society. So please, let the stories flow.
Okay.
The good stories flow. Let's open the phone line. Send us messages on WhatsApp as well. And then let's celebrate our nurses.
0302216541. You can give us a call. Or you can send us a WhatsApp message on 055-1111-997. I am sure we can also celebrate midwives as well.
Oh yes,
nurses and midwives are together.
midwifery.
Yeah,
So they came out of that. Initially,
Yeah.
they were even called. We had nurse midwives. So
Yeah.
they came out of that. So they are sisters. So nursing and midwifery, it goes together. They are one, and the same. And we had a very very interesting International Nurses Day celebration. The team at Medicas, they put on a show from an aerobic session, and then board games. They cooked. It was fun at Medicas in Mampong on Sunday, and we have a wonderful team at Medicas, who do their job with a great deal of passion, and I'm really proud of them most of the time. And I drive them. They will tell you, I really drive them to excellence. And
okay, so give us a call 0302-216-541 if you know a nurse that is really professional and you'd want to thank them or probably celebrate them as well. Give us a call, or you can WhatsApp us on 055-1111-997. Let me start off by sending special regards to the president of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, Mrs. Perpetua Luforiampofo as well.
Yeah.
Very wonderful woman.
Wonderful.
And doing everything to further the cause of nurses in Ghana.
Yeah.
So Mrs. Perpetua Luforiampofo, we're celebrating you today, okay? One of my very good friends, and as well, women who has also contributed to nursing in Ghana. Professor Lydia Aziato.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Professor Lydia Aziato. I think she's now the chancellor of the university in Ho.
Oh, okay.
What's it called?
Allied.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
University.
Yeah, she's
wonderful.
She's amazing. She's a wonderful woman, great researcher. She's contributed a lot to nursing in Ghana. She's actually the vice chancellor, yes, of the University of Health and Allied Sciences. Professor Lydia Aziato as well. Yeah. Okay. So 0302-216-541. You can call us. Have you had a proper nursing
experience?
Do
you know a nurse?
like Dr. Osafo has. You can tell the excitement in his voice. This man is being nursed every day, like literally. If Mrs. do something now, then you go read the pledge giver.
The pledge, you see the pledge.
Okay, hello.
Yeah, Lexis.
Yes, sir. Welcome. How are you?
This is Bryce from Adidon.
Okay, Bright. Let's hear you.
There is a lady, one nurse at the Adoma Hospital, eye clinic. Anytime you go there, this lady has time for you. If he give you day to report or check yourself, it's no good. If he meet you at the roadside, he will stop and talk to you that you should come for checkup.
Oh, wow.
So some of them are good to be. Yeah.
What's her name again?
Bright Agawu from Adidoma.
No, the nurse. What's her name?
Oh, sometimes if you ask their name, they don't want to give out their name.
Hey.
Yeah, serious.
So she didn't even tell you her name?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Adoma clinic, the eye clinic.
She's at the Didome Eye Clinic.
The main hospital.
Oh, so now how we even know which one it is? Because we really want to celebrate her.
Just use a physical description.
Describe her. Can you describe her?
She had this the new style of ladies' hair today.
Hey, why you saw her today?
No, I mean the hairstyle, the way they do their hair like Rasta form. She have that special Rasta at the hair.
Dreadlocks, the dreads.
Black, some dark in complexion, small.
Okay.
Yeah, but only I don't know her name.
Okay, we'll go and look for her. Don't worry.
We'll look at her.
Thank you so much. But why don't they give out their names?
I think sometimes it becomes a bit too much for them. I told you, when they offer good care, a lot of people then think that chance will who.
Right.
Sometimes they're meant to want to stretch it a little bit.
Yeah.
But usually they're supposed to wear their name tags.
The name tags, yeah.
At work. So I would think that ought to be the standard.
Okay.
Um,
Good stuff. Let's
but I
see
can
who's here.
understand.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Lexis, this is Jake.
Say that again.
Jake.
Jake. Okay, Jake. Yes, welcome, man. Talk to us.
Yeah, I mean, nurses are wonderful people. Nurses are special people. Especially if you're not fortunate to get a nurse who will nurse you, and you begin to feel the nurse, and you become the nurse.
Hey, which one is that?
And yeah, easy. I am blessed to be married to one, and I tell you, it's very wonderful.
I see.
Shout out to all the nurses. I got not. Like as of far, there is this my government, my hospital there. That is where she works, and the nurse. Anytime I go there to visit my wife, and I see the kind of work these nurses are doing,
Yeah,
Lexis, is just simply amazing.
wow, that's awesome.
And I realize that indeed we are blessed with such people. But they are like unsung praise. It doesn't seem we have. I celebrated them as to how we need to celebrate them.
Right.
Society must come out to celebrate these people for who they are, what they are doing, and their contribution towards like national development. And they are just amazing people. And let me add my voice to like the millions of people out there to say thank you to our nurses and the midwives.
Yeah.
You and I don't know where
Nurses and midwives.
Jake, you've taken this very personal.
It was that midwife that supported.
But I understand.
So
I understand.
We celebrate. Thank you.
Thank you, Jake. All right. So there you go. Let's see who's here. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hi. What's your name?
Yeah, Abu Muhammad is from Japan.
All right, Abu Muhammad. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I think about like 3 months back. Now I have cold, and I can also not sleep. It will take me a long hours before I will sleep. So fortunately, I have some nurse friend. We've not met before, but we talk on phone, and I complained to her what is wrong with me. So she asked me to buy Procold and Rising. The pharmacist advised me to take the Rising 2. I bought it around 12:30, so I have to take 2 with the Procold. Then evening time, if I'm going to sleep, I also take 2 of the Rising again. So when I took the medicine, I came and I called her that this is how it was prescribed. Then she laughed. Then she advised that the Rising I should take only 1. But if I'm going to sleep late, then so if not because of her advice, the pharmacist would have misled me. So since then I took only 1. I slept, and since then I don't take it anymore. It's there. She said if I don't have anything like caffeine in my body and all that, I will be able to sleep. So I took only 1. So having a nurse friend is also somehow good. Not because of her, I will overdose myself and take 2 Procold and 2 Rising.
Wow, interesting. Wow, thank you so much for sharing this story as well. Very interesting, isn't it, Doc?
Yeah. So, yeah, it's absolutely right. When you have a nurse who's good at their job, they will help. They work with the doctors, so certainly they are very familiar with what the appropriate dosing regime should be for the different medications. So, yes, it is good. They help.
Yeah.
And last week I mentioned, we talked about medications, and the guidelines for administering medicines. So spot on there.
Michael Inteshi says, tell Dr. Osafo, nurses and midwives, absolutely.
Yes.
And I know a midwife, my personal person, my love and my dear wife.
Ooh,
midwife Mary
Obimpe
Frimpong.
Wow.
And you also want to celebrate Mrs. Philomena Wole, who is a nurse and a midwife and currently the acting registrar of the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Ghana. Yeah, that's good. I want to celebrate Nurse Mami Sewa and Nurse Happy of Kolebu Teaching Hospital, the pediatric surgery unit.
Wow.
These are amazing souls from Baby Queen's mother. Also, Pearl Hackman, who's a nurse at the cardio center.
Right.
Yes. So to you, Nurse Pearl Hackman of Kolebu Cardio Center. Yes.
Right.
I want to, Lexis and Dr. Osafo, I want to celebrate my wife, a nursing officer with almost a decade of faithful and selfless service.
Wow.
She works at the emergency ward, Kaneshi Polyclinic.
Okay.
Her name is Miss Gloria Asante. Help me celebrate this gem. Big ups to her and the team at emergency, Paulina Ansa, Barbara of OPD, Madam Pat Finn, and they are amazing people.
Right. So Kaneshi Polyclinic
Yeah.
nursing team, kudos to you. Good job being done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Continue with the good work. Continue with the good work. Yeah.
Anastasia says, some patients are trouble, but we love our patients.
Anastasia. Oh yeah, they can be incredibly patient. The nurses. If you, they, it's difficult sometimes to take care of some individuals when they're ill, and when you get a real good nurse and you see what they have to go through to deal with some sick individuals.
And their job must be extremely tiring as well, because
you should see them giving a patient a bed bath and then having to feed the person.
wow.
So just taking care of one sick patient. You imagine your younger brother is sick at home and you have to bath, feed, change their clothes and all of that. And then sometimes you have a whole ward, 20,
Yeah.
2 nurses on duty.
Wow.
So sometimes we put them in a very, very impossible situation. As for the midwives, I don't want to even talk their matter. It's a back-breaking job. It's a back-breaking job. It's very, very difficult being in the labor ward in particular, and helping bring new life into this world. So their job is physically very, very demanding. Nurses and midwives. Physically, it's very, very demanding. Mentally, it is draining.
Yeah.
And because of the way they're so close to people, they get closer to patients more than we.
Okay.
And then when the patients die, emotionally, it can be very draining on them as well. So sometimes we expect them to be wearing smiles all the time, but she may just have lost a patient under her care, and because of the connections they make with the patients and then their relatives, they can get emotional burnout. And it is very, very difficult job that they do, and I've seen them up close and personal for 18 years of my practice, and it is a very, very difficult job. And I think sometimes we're a bit too hard, or we expect a lot from them, rightfully so. But we should also be very understanding, especially if you look at the ratio and the numbers that they have to work.
Okay, so regards to you, Nurse Ivy Sarah Bossman, Nurse 247. She's a great woman as well.
Right.
Ivy Bossman.
Bossman, right.
To the nurses at Medicas Hospital, very wonderful
Smashing
people.
team.
Always wearing a very beautiful smile.
I mean, you've experienced them before
Absolutely,
many
all
times.
the time.
Yeah.
It's so warm when you come there. So to the nurses at Medicas Hospital, continue doing a yo man's job.
Thank you.
Yo woman's job.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right.
Doc, thank you so much. It's been great. And your number before you leave.
Right. So if you want to get in touch with Medicas Hospital, the number is 0501 477 340.
All right. It's 5 o'clock, and Ken has the latest update.